It's your favorite Empress. Welcome to my Empress Talks. This is the part of my channel where I do chit chats covering areas of self-care, wellness, and everything that has to do with creating a balance in your lifestyle. I'm LaDanya, but over here they call me Empress Moxie. Today we're talking about ways to intentionally invest in yourself socially, financially, and wellness-wise. This is because the version of you that you desire doesn't just happen, she or he is built. So let's get into it. We're going to be starting off with the money moves because let's be for real, you can only go so far with free resources. If you are serious about elevating, you have to put some skin in the game. I know this firsthand as a bootstrapped startup founder. Bootstrap, you use the money out of your pocket to build your company, business, whatever it may be. And it does make a difference if you have investors starting out versus funding yourself. It does impact the quality that you're able to provide in your service, your product. The same would apply to when you're investing in yourself. So for me, financial investments look like, number one, investing in skills so I can actually leverage them to make more money. I also work on being in spaces to get mentorship from people in the spaces where I actually want to be. I'll even travel to be able to network and be in specific spaces. And all of these things cost money. Sometimes the biggest difference between where you are and where you want to be is who you know. In my personal experience, I've realized that being in the right room can shift everything. So I make it my duty to be in the right place these days. And if that means buying a plane ticket, being more extroverted and attending socials nearby, getting styled and dressing the part, or even learning more skills so I can be a more valuable candidate. I see all of that as investments, not an expense. And I'm here to motivate you to do the same. Look at the things that would be worth you paying for out of pocket. I know that we're living in a subscription-based world and society right now. A lot of things people want you to pay for subscription, pay for this. Focus on exactly what the value is you're going to get from what you're paying for. Be mindful, be strategic, and have some tact with whatever it is you're investing in. Make sure it adds to your value. It adds to who you already are and what you already know so you can leverage and actually apply it in the real world. Don't just be collecting and accumulating. Actually get something that is useful for you to put back out there and gain something from. Next up is wellness, because none of this matters if you are burnt out, feeling drained, or lost. Even though I started off on the note of upskilling and talking about career, investing in yourself isn't just about career and money. It's also about feeling good in your body and your mind. For me, that looks like therapy, because having a neutral space to process things has been a game changer for me. Wellness investment also means fitness. And this is not just about aesthetics or pleasing the male gaze or whatever it may be. I like to look good. I'm a Jamaican woman, and when I look good, I feel good. I'm naturally a confident person because of where I come from. But I do also like to invest in this body because when I look in the mirror, I will be smiling. I will feel good on the inside as much as I look good on the outside. At this time, my main and most consistent form of exercise is Pilates. I've recently started to add the gym in at least one time a week. I really just want to feel strong, energized, and capable. That's really why I'm into incorporating fitness. And it's an investment that I'm recommending to you. And alongside the fitness and sculpting portion of things, it's also going to be about your small daily routines, because they add to you feeling elevated, feeling like you're ready and prepared. My previous video that I made where I showed you my slow morning as a girl in corporate America who was also a startup founder was me exemplifying exactly how I give myself time in the morning before I enter that high demand space, right? I need my clarity. I need my time to myself so I can slow down before I speed up. Now let's talk about your circle, because who you surround yourself with is just as important as the things you're gonna do. Intentional investments. One thing about me that no one can ever deny is the fact that I curate my relationships intentionally, whether that be platonic, romantic, whatever. They're always intentional, and I have principles. If you're not coming and aligning in some way with those principles and values, you cannot sit here. I will love you from afar. 6 feet, please. Thank you. If someone drains my energy, makes me second guess myself, or doesn't align with where I'm going, I will love you from afar. I am an introverted person, so I'm very careful and very observant. That's just in my nature, because I love my peace, I love my solitude, so I have no issues doing things on my own. But right now, I'm pushing myself to actually connect with people in real life, outside, not just online, because I could do that easily online. Online, you can act like anything, you could be anything online. But in the real world, who are you and how can you show up? Me personally, I am who I am online, in person. But I guard myself. I'm very picky. Like I said, because of my introverted nature, it's easy for me to stay in my own world. I know the value of human connection, and that is something that I do want in my life. Also, from the perspective of my career and entrepreneurship, putting myself out there and communicating and being around other people actually adds to my growth. Being seen was an actual fear for me, which is part of why I started YouTube. But this is an online space. Being seen in the real world is another fear that I'm tackling. You understand? It's like layers to it. So just putting myself out there a lot more, whether it's attending dinners, actually accepting invites, because I'm not gonna go too deep into the zodiac thing, but this is true about Cancers. We do love our house. We do love our bed, and you have to invite me to something at least a week in advance. I might still say no. I don't know. I just feel like it depends on my mood. And that is a very Cancer thing to say, I know, but it's true. It depends on my mood. These are things that I'm working on because I have the understanding that putting myself out there is what will get me to that level of myself that I desire. These connections matter. I'll be able to meet like-minded people, network, build friendships, etc., etc. The only person in my way for this specific investment right now is me. And I do advise other introverts, if you're an introvert watching this, go outside. Go out there. Say hi, compliment a stranger, wave, work on rejection therapy. You know, it is what it is. Work on that. That also helps for you to let go of perception and feeling like you're too exposed. And that's just something I learned in therapy as well. And speaking of investing in yourself, I have something major I want to put y'all onto. I've officially made it to the top 15 of the Entrepreneur of Impact grant competition, sponsored by Damon John. If you've been following my startup journey, you know how much work I've been putting in. And this competition is a huge opportunity to push things forward. I'd love for you to support by contributing at least 1 vote. It only takes 5 seconds, and you can read about what I'm building and where I'm headed in my dashboard on the competition website. I'll leave more details in my description, so be sure to check that out. We are aiming for the top 5 on February 20th, so please vote, 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 vote. You get 1 free vote per day, and I would so appreciate it if you can vote anytime you have the chance or remember. Also, don't be afraid to share the link to your family and friends, because the more votes, the better. Each vote makes a difference. And that's all I have for y'all today. Of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video to those who need it. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!